Hare Krishna. Om Namaste Namaha Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu. Today I am starting with the explanation of the chapter 1 of Devi Mahatmyam, also known as Durga Saptashadi. The first chapter deals with Madhu Kaidaba Vadam, that is the killing of two demons. One is Madhu and the other is Kaidaba. So this is being told by Markandeya Maharshi to maybe Jaimini Muni or Sudha Muni. In some books it's told that's to Jaimini Muni, and some it is told Sudha. Actually, the only thing we know is that Markandeya Maharshi is telling the story. So I'm going to read the first stanza. Savarne Suryathaneyo Yo Manah Kadyadeshtama Nishamayat Tadulpatti Vistaral Gadato Mama. Savarne Suryatanayo means Savarne, who is the son of Surya. Yo Manu Kadhyate Ashtama. How did he become the eighth Manu? Nishamaya Tadulpatti Vistaral Gadato Mama. I'm going to recite how he became in Vistaral means very widely, how he had how he has got that position. How did Savarni get the eighth Manu's position? So this is what is told in the first stanza. Okay, the next one I will just see second stanza. Maha Mayanubhavena Yada Manvandaradipha sa Bhuva Mahabhagaha Savarne Stanayorave. So this is what the second stanza says. Surya's son, okay, Savarne, has become so powerful that he had become the eighth Manu. It is said that 71 Chadur Yugam, 71 into 4 Yuga. One cycle of one cycle is 4 yugas. When 4 yugas passes once, it is known as one yuga. So it is told that 71 Chatur Yuga. So 71 into 4 yugas. So 71 times 4 will come. So he is the king of 71 yugas. So he is going to be the 8th Manu. And now it is the time of 7th Manu. So he is being exalted to the position of 8th Manu. So I am going to describe how this Savarni has got such a high position. So this story deals with Savarni getting the position of 8th Manu. So that is being told in the second stanza. Okay, the third one. Swarochishe Andere Purvam Chaitra Vamsha Samudbhavaha Suradana Maharaja Bol Samaste Kshidi Mandale. So what is being told is Purva means before, olden times, that is very old. Previously there was a Manu, there was a Raja called Suradha Maharaja was there. He belonged to the Chaitra Vamsha. Chaitra Vamsha Samudbhava. He has originated from Chaitra Vamsha. Sarocha Shisha Manvandere during the time of Swaracho is the second Manu. During the time of the second Manu, born in the Chaitra Vamsha, then a Raja called Suradha, he became the king of Samasta Kshidi Mandala. He became the king of the whole Bhumandal. Not only India where he is living, he became the Raja of the whole Bhumandal. So, Tasya Palayadaha Samyak Prajaputrani Vaurasan. He looked after his subjects as his own children. Babuvu Hasatruvo Bhupa Kola Vidwamsinastada. Unfortunately, Kola Vidwamsa are a group of maybe a dynasty of people. Those people became the enemy of our Maharaja Suradha. Okay, fourth stanza is over. Tasya Thaira Ba Vadyuddha Madhiprabala Dhandinaha. This king was so powerful. So he was a very powerful king. still new nairapi sa tairyuddhe kola vidwamsi birjida. So it happened that he had to fight with these kola kings. So तदस्वरूपमादाये निजदेशाधिपो भवेल् आक्रान्ताः स महाभागस्तैस्तदा प्रबलारिभिः. The meaning is that he had to fight with them, and he even though he was very powerful, he lost the war with this Kola with Silo Rajas, and then he became the king of only his own kingdom. So then he lost his position as the king of the whole Bhumandal. So he became only the king of his own place. Okay. अमात्याैर् बलिभिर्दुष्टैर् दुर्बलस्य दुरात्मभिः कोशो बलञ्जापह्यतं तत्रापि स्वपुरे सतः. So what is that? Amatyair balir buddhushtair means some evil people, some people of his own kingdom, his own people became his enemies. The ministers whom he looked after as his own children, they turned as his enemies, and they became very ill motivated. So what did they do? They began to loot the treasury of this king Surada. So he felt very bad. He was sitting there in his own throne still, and the people and his people, that is a mean prajas. He always very powerful because his prajas were powerful, and his ministers, praja means ministers, I meaning. So only because of them he could conquer the whole world. But now what happened? They began to think that this Raja is very powerless, so we can loot him. So then they started looting the treasury. So that's what is meant in the 7th paragraph. Okay, 7th stanza. 8th, thado mriga yavyajena. So he under the false pretext of mriga vyajena, going for hunting, Hrida Swamyaha sa Bhupadi. So he thought of Bhupadi means Bhulogaka Raja. He at last Egagi means alone. Hayamaruhya, he got on his horse. Jagama Gahanam Vanam, he went into the deep forest, very great deep forest. So what did he do? You could understand, no? He got on his horse under the pretext of going for hunting, and he left for the deep into the forest. So he went deep into the forest. Satatra Sramamadrakshid Dvija Varasya Medasaha. So when he reached into the interior of the forest, he saw an ashram. There's a Sumedasa Maharshi's ashram. He saw Prashanda Shwapada Kirnam. It was very peaceful, and the animals, they were wild animals, still they were peaceful. Munishi Shopashobida, Muni and his Shishya enlightened that place. That place was adorned, and even though it was in the dark and deep forest, it was still very, it was shining. So that's what is said with the Muni and then Shishyas. So that is what is told in the 9th stanza. Tadhau kam chitsakalam muninatena salkradaha idaste tascha vijaram tasmin munivarasrame. So what is that? He went into this ashram. So the person, that is Munivara, that is Sumedas Maharshi, gave him a warm welcome, asked him to come in, sit, you can stay here. So then he welcomed very warmly, and the king was so happy so that he could stay there, and he was roaming about in that place, just looking here and there for a long time. So 11th one I'm saying. So Achinda yattha tatra mama tvashkrishtatethanaha malpurvai palidam purvam mayahinam puram hital. So then from there, what happened to him, instead of changing his mind and starting to live as a hermit or as a sage, he was got into the mamata, means love for his own people, and he started thinking about his olden times, where he was the king and he had so many subjects, etc., etc. He was thinking about his old life, okay, as a king. Now he is here, now he's in this ashram. That is what is told in the 11th stanza. Mad Byadair Mad Bhrityai Stairastavrittair Dharmadaha Palyate Nava Najane Supradhano Me Shura Hasti Sadamamada. So then he was thinking, my faithless servants and my faithless servants, they who were living as per the dharma during my time, they now got so bad, they began to behave so badly, like that they got mad, and then they will be ill treating my children and all, and then other people also, they were looting my treasury, they must have looted the whole thing, etc. He was thinking about that. This is what is told in the 12th and the 13th. Now it's the 14th one. Nityam ye mamanugada nityam. He was thinking this constantly. Prasada dhana bhojanaihi. Prasada Dhana Bhojaname, he was thinking about all his prajas, the people who were very good to him, who were living only at his mercy. He was thinking of those people. First, in the other stanza, he was thinking of those ill-mannered and those who are very greedy people, his own prajas, his ministers. Now he was thinking of the people who were just living at his mercy. Anya Mahi Bridha. He was thinking that now they must be serving those foreign rajas who had come. Anuvritti Kurvandi Dhruvam. They must be serving those people. It's true. Nischaya means Dhruvam means Nischaya means this. Surely they must be serving. They must be forced to serve the new kings. My faithful people will also be suffering a lot. That's what he is saying in this. Asamyagya Yashilaistai Kurvatsbha Satatam Vyayam Sanjida Sodhi Dukkena Kshayam Kosho Gamishyade Yedachanyaccha Sadadam Chindayamasa Parthivaha. So what is the meaning of the next? He was thinking that I was working so hardly and I have earned all the wealth of my kingdom. So now that the wealth means that the treasury has been looted, they have taken everything from my treasury. So that is why I had to leave my place, because the king was not they were not letting the king know what is happening in the treasury. They were not minding the king. So then he just became like a puppet. So the Surada Maharaja was Sadadam Chindayamasa, means he was constantly thinking of such things. Okay, then now it is the 16th verse. Tatra विप्राश्रमाभ्यास्ये वैश्यमेघं दर्शसः सा पृष्टस्तेन कस्त्वम्बो हेदुश्चागमनोत्रयक्का. Means the Raja was, when he was sitting and thinking about such things, the Muni from the Muni's ashram, he saw a Vaishya. Suddenly he saw one person. A Vaishya means Vaishya is a businessman. So then the Raja asked this Vaishya, why are you looking so sad? What happened to you? I think that your mind is very restless. So then he asked this very, very peacefully and very lovingly. He asked the Vaishya all these things. So the Vaishya got very happy. So this is up to the 16th stanza. The next I will be giving you the meaning in the next video. So I hope you will be understanding. If you don't understand, please let me know. Okay. Let Devi help you all and bless you all. Om Namaste Devaya Namaha.